the return of Friday Night Fights. I know it's been a while. So our usual hosts both have newborns now, and well, no, whatever. It is what it is. So we're in the Matt cave. Matt has graciously decided to host, and we're doing our test lists for the Legion tournament, otherwise known as Fall Fubar. I like the Legion tournament name better, but whatever. So we're running 1,625 points mid-war. I'm running kind of a douchey list. I was gonna go to Masters, but now I can't go, so I'm still running my Masters list just for fun for Philadelphia, and now I can't go. So I'll just go through what I have. 1625. We're playing Dust Up is the mission, which is why we're in L shapes. I'll just go through what I've got. So I've got, I'm running 8th Army Brits, and I'm running the motor company from Africa, which has a really funky setup in that I only need one infantry platoon, which is a motor platoon in here, with one light mortar and 2 boys anti-tank rifles. The other compulsory troops choice is some universal carriers, which are over here. And then I have some Vickers HMGs, which are in here. Those are painted, but the Vickers HMG trucks aren't. That's more on that later. The rest of my army consists of a squadron of 2 King Force Churchills, 6-pounder Portees. I've got 25-pounders over here, 3 King Force Churchills. Yes, I'm a douche. I'm taking 5 Churchills. What else do I got? Something else. Oh yeah. HQ, there's an attached mortars. This is basically to, in a mission like this, I've got 7 platoons, but now I've got 8 because gun teams can attach. So that's what I've got. So Matt, why don't we run what you've got? You're running crazy Div Cav.
Yeah, the Aussies are back.
The Australians are back, yes. Put another shrimp on the bobby.
So 25 pounders, 2 platoons of 8th Armored Shermans.
And there's one there. Yeah.
1 Canadian over there hanging out on the
Hurricane. Oh yeah, that's gonna wreak havoc on me.
And then these are my reserves, but like I mentioned, there's a second platoon that I talked about, the 8th Army. Another
mandatory
veteran
Crusaders.
Yeah, or sorry, fearless vets against the Aussies, and 1 platoon of recce.
So now you're rocking right now 5 platoons, which we discussed. We discussed on ways to probably tweak it up a little bit. But he's just gonna try just for giggles.
Yeah, nothing German on the table except for this. That's the only Germans we'll see tonight.
Nice. That's the only Germans we'll see tonight. Well, we might get a second game in. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So ramble on enough. We'll go to turn 1. All right. So on my turn 1, it was very uneventful. Because I had to move my observer in this smashing grain elevator or whatever this is, I couldn't shoot my guns because my battery command is right here and everything is behind the little village over there. So I just moved the Churchills up, the carriers, recon moved to the blown up convoy here and then moved up in there. That's pretty much it. I was able to dig in the motor platoon and the guns, and just learned that Hurricane is actually Hurricane D, so it's got the strength 11 gun, so it's very, very good at shooting Churchills. He did a lot of digging in, moved the Shermans into range. But he hit all 3 of my Churchills, but luckily I was able to make 2 of my armor saves. But man, oh man. So side armor 7 and anti-tank 11, so that's going to be my bane. So that's that, so we're going to turn 2. Super quick second turn. I moved my Churchills over here, being sure to be within 2 inches of the forest. I ranged in on his IC Crusader that was right there. I was able to clip and pin these guys, but do nothing. He made his armor save for the IC. And that was it for me. And on his turn, he rolled 4 dice for the Hurricanes. No dice, so he got nothing. He moved the 2 IC Crusader there, 1 IC Crusader there, and moved the Shermans all in a nice bunched up thing. So guess where my artillery's going to hit? Right there. So that was turn 2. Here we go, turn 3. Oh wait, reserves. Let's see if I get any reserves. Quiet. Alright, turn 3. My reserves, my 6-pounders bravely came in across the desert, backing up My plan was to artillery these guys, which I did on the third attempt, and I did absolutely nothing. So it was all down to the 6-pounder Portees, who were able to do a double bail, because he rolled a 6 on his armor saves, side armor. And my artillery, what did my artillery do? Oh yeah, my artillery shot there. My Churchills sat tight, because again, with Dust Up, this is Matt's first time playing Dust Up, but I realized if I'd moved the Churchills way down towards there, when he gets his Crusaders, he'd be able to deploy 16 inches from the edges about here. The Crusaders could whip to right here, and they just annihilate my, start picking apart my guns, so that'd be bad news. And he's got another unit of Shermans, which could also do it. So, hold these guys back. On his turn, he failed to get back in with his 2 Shermans. He didn't have to make a motivation test. His middle Sherman popped 1. His 2IC Crusader bailed out 1 because the gun shield. And he was wise enough to move. This is exactly just within 4 inches to contest, otherwise I was going to win. Because I'd moved up there. So 4 inches. So it's my turn 4, and he's just going to put his little one to bed. So yeah, so far so good. I've been really lucky with the aircraft not crushing my Churchills. Like just now, he got 3 aircraft in, and all he got was a bailed out. So I've been really lucky with my armor saves. Well, I didn't get any reserves on turn 5. My artillery failed miserably to do anything. However, my 6-pounders got unpinned. The bailed out one got back in, and so with 9 shots I was able to bring him down to just a bailed out one, and then he failed his motivation. Then he attached his command tank and then promptly rolled a 2, so he lost that. He didn't get any reserve. That's pretty much all that happened. I mean, I'm just contesting here. He's keeping me from winning there. On his turn, his artillery was ranged down on there. Failed to hit, even with the reroll on first turn. Aircraft came in, bailed out 2 of them. So, actually, let's see if they get back in. Yes, they do. So it's going to be turn 6. I get 3... Well, I get 1 reserve automatically, because it's 3, and then see what happens to the other one. So, yeah, turn 6. Not much has happened. I killed 1 platoon, but that's about it.
And I didn't get any reserves.
And yeah, he didn't get any reserves, unfortunately. So.
Come on.
So I just missed a lot of swearing, because on both sides, the artillery's doing absolutely nothing. So over here, the artillery was already ranged in on my trucks, my Portee trucks, and I stupidly drove into the template. Then he rolled a 1 and a 2. He already had to hit. The planes also missed. I bailed out 1. Over yonder, I moved up my Portees, took desperation shots at this, so I win the game.
Crusader actually killed something.
Well, yeah, well I shot, and it was, 1 shot concealed, I got nothing. Him shooting back, he popped 1. And then on my tip and run move, I bogged down into this field here. I did not get back in with my 2 bailed out from the previous hurricane attack. He got reserves, took some Shermans, shot, did nothing. So now it's my turn 7, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So my turn, whatever this is, 8 or 7. I brought in the mortars that are in the 2IC truck, hooray. So the mortars are actually inside there. I didn't get back in the bailed out Churchill, so it's of course underneath the template. The command one moved up there, didn't hit the Crusader that's here. However, was able to back up the Portee here without bogging, unbogged, then didn't bog down further. Shot into here, and then this one was concealed but didn't move, so 3 shots. So I finally killed off that. Over yonder, he moved his Shermans up, bailed 1, the other one didn't get back in from the previous rounds of hurricanes. I shot back with the 1 guy that was just within 24, and I was able to bail and destroy 1, so that's good. And now, if he does nothing to contest this, I will win. But either way, I mean, he can try and kill some more platoons. I mean, you know, if it was a tournament, that's what, you know, anyone would do. Try to minimize the loss. So there we go. So you get 4 dice reserves and some aircraft. All right. So in a incredible move, I moved my HMG carrying trucks up to here. They didn't deploy. I shot into the dug-in 25s, failed to pin them with 12 shots. That's fine, I needed like 5s and 6s.
You passed your saves.
Yeah. The 6-pounder was able to pop this. What else did I shoot at? Oh, the one of the Churchills got back in and was able to destroy the last remaining Sherman, and then... Sorry, I destroyed a Sherman, the other one was double billed and it ran away. On the previous turn though, here's his automatic reserves. His Crusaders had double time to here, then he moved up the 12 to here, and then was able to kill 2 of my recce teams, or my recce carriers because of tally-ho. So because he was in 16, he gets 2 shots apiece. And he was lucky to actually not kill the 3rd, and I made my motivation to stay. So it is, and the aircraft had the mother of all shots here.
The RAF.
Yeah. So these guys were pinned. So he's like, oh, that's fine. We'll just turn and fire over open sights. So fired 1 shot apiece, blew up 2 of my HMG trucks, and I somehow made both passenger saves for the HMGs.
But
the trucks are dead. The aircraft comes in with the big mighty cannons, hits a truck. I make my save, passenger save, and he only bails out that, and fails to hit the Churchill, and the mortars are pinned. So everything's pinned. So that's how that stands, and this is just within 4 inches of this here. So. Oh yeah, and I had killed the... For him to not lose the game, he had to recall a truck, drive it up, and just sacrificial lamb. So now it's into turn 10. All the reserves are in, and here we go.
On the calendar.
We're gonna... Oh yeah, there's a hurricane on the calendar. It is Friday, October the 5th, with a hurricane here. Which is fitting that this hurricane, with no other targets, decides to shoot at the command jeep of the Vickers HMGs, and I rolled my 5+ transport save. Epic. Not so epic was the failed attempt at 2 Crusaders with... Oh, my own shadow's getting in the way. Trying to kill the last reconnaissance carrier that's sitting here contesting this.
8 shots, all misses.
8 shots, yeah. Yeah, all misses. Over here, my Churchills next turn will be able to just come and smoke all this stuff, so it'll be good. So it's getting down to the wire though, because he killed. Oh yeah, he killed his recon carriers, wiped out my mortars that were hiding behind there. So now I'm down to if he had killed that jeep, I'd be exactly half. And then if he kills this, I'm below half, and he's at half right now, right?
Yep. You
have 1 platoon, 2 platoons.
3.
Where's your 3rd one?
1, 2, 3.
Well, your command isn't a platoon. Is it?
It's not a command team. My command teams are dead. My IC and my 2 IC are both dead.
Oh, right. That's okay. Yeah, you're right. That's yeah.
It's because it took them until
yeah,
turn
it's because
7
it
to get
took them.
reserved.
That's right. All right. So hopefully my Churchills can come in there and ruin their day. So we call it. I did an epic assault with my Churchills into these guns. I ended up whiffing, and then I failed. Because he's 25 pounders, he gets to hit me in the assault step with the gun by shooting. So he hit me. I made my armor save, but of course I failed my motivation and then ran away. He killed finally the last universal carrier that was in there. His universal carriers went out. I was running away the platoon, the HMG platoon command, trying to get him off the board to save a platoon. But so he killed that platoon, killed this platoon. So I'm at 4, but next turn I'm about to vaporize these guys, and he'll be below half, and then he'll also have his one I see and two I see are dead, so he's just going to call it. So, like we were discussing, it was a good game. You were saying now that you may or may not change the planes, because the planes did pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'll probably leave them.
You need to find some way, I think, to get to 6 platoons, though, not 5.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I think if you make the planes only the 95 points, so you only start with 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that saves you, 40 points. And if you take the 50 cals off the recce, that's another 45 points. So that's 85 points. So if you can get a small little platoon of who cares what at 80 points, something.
See what I can grab.
See what you can grab. And I think it would make a big difference.
Take one less Crusader in a recce team instead.
How do you take one less Crusader, though? You can't.
Minimum 2?
3. It's 3.
It's 3 on each.
There's 3.
Yeah.
There's no minimum or maximum. It's always 3.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Diff cab is tough that way.
It's either 3, 4, or 5. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for the game, bud.
All right.